But they say the same damn thing. Got niggas paying top dollar, dollar. Talking about that pretty brown frame. And I don't mean the Impala that you just hopped out of. Go on about your business, you must be religious.
Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Leah Irema, and if you are new here, on this channel I do reaction videos, vlogs, and my segment Talk About It Tuesday, where you guys can submit comments, questions, tea, anything that you want me to talk about. I'll take those submissions and I'll bring them to you on a Tuesday. And if my Talk About It Tuesday is something that interests you, the link to my submission boxes, both anonymous and non-anonymous, will be down in the description below. So for today's video, we are going to be reacting to this body cam footage. Teens realize they accidentally killed their best friends. I love true crime. I love body cam videos. I love watching. My favorite true crime channel is Bo's versus the World. Love her. If you know, you know. She's like literally the best as far as court files go, body cams go. I really miss her segment that she used to do, Sinister, with female killers. Like, please go check her out if you guys are into true crime. But if you guys want to see me do more body cams and everything like that, like on this channel, just let me know. So yeah, let's see what this is about.
Jalen, Sergeant Schulte with the police department. Sorry we got to meet like this, bud.
This is 21-year-old Jalen Carter, just hours after celebrating one of the biggest moments of his life with his teammates, as his future in professional football officially.
I was just about to say that name sounds so familiar. Jalen Carter.
Begins.
All right, so the next question I'm going to ask you, I need you to be honest with me, okay? Were you guys racing to Waffle House?
But what no one at that celebration realized yet is that later that
Racing to Waffle House? Racing to Waffle House. That's what you're going to sit here and tell me right now. You were racing to Waffle House. Waffle House is that good. It's that good that you got to race to Waffle House. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, that's the destination right there. Like, you gotta race to the Waffle House. Not saying, like, any other place is valid. I'm not saying that. But Waffle House.
At night, those same friends were involved in a high-speed crash that would leave multiple bodies at the scene.
All right, how many people were in the car with y'all?
4 people. 1 male and 2 other females.
You play for the university?
Yes, sir.
As police begin working the aftermath, what initially appears to be a tragic accident quickly becomes.
Do y'all see that car?
Police begin working the aftermath. What initially appears to be a tragic
car? Oh my gosh. Dude, look at this car. If a single person walked out of this alive, that's God. I don't care. That is God, bro. If even one person walked out of this alive, you can do no wrong. You can do no wrong in life no more. God saved you. You know what I'm saying? You were saved by the grace of God. Like, something held you together. Literally! Like, you were held together and you didn't check. Like, you didn't meet him. He said, I'm not ready to meet you yet. You'll have your time. This is wild.
Incident quickly becomes something much darker, as the truth behind the brutal 109 miles per hour crash came into focus. Investigators realized this would become one of the most devastating crashes ever connected to the University of Georgia.
You can hear me, please say something.
Got one patient in the car.
Oh my God.
It's probably going to be a bad day out here.
No boss. Oh, shh.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
On January 15th, 2023, in Athens,
man,
Georgia, police were dispatched to a horrific crash. Just minutes after the University of Georgia's national championship celebrations had ended.
That's crazy. Life can change so fast, y'all.
But as officers began canvassing the scene, it became clear this incident involved multiple vehicles traveling at dangerous speeds, resulting in a fatality. And what the officers were about to witness would shock even the most experienced officers.
All right, here.
checking for any survivors. Yo, if you find even one survivor in the show, that's a miracle.
Do not.
I need you to stay where you're at, sweetie, okay?
Hey, oh, shh.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I got no pulse. No pulse?
Do you understand the speeds you have to be going at for this to like occur? Like the way this car is so dismantled, do you understand the speed? The blunt force you have to hit something at the speed. Like you saw them, they was for Waffle House. Okay, it might not obviously be for Waffle House. It was probably like a checkpoint or whatever. Like, oh, let's race to the Waffle House. But it's like, really?
The easiest way for him to get to us is to come into the apartment complex where this is at. He was ejected. I need the traffic supervisor now.
He was ejected.
The first responding officers arrived expecting to assess a crash scene, but were quickly pulled into a rescue mission. At that point, they had no idea how many people were inside or what had led to the wreck. However, one individual had been inside the vehicle and managed to jump out before the crash. Officers rushed to him, trying to determine whether he was injured and how many others had been in the car.
Front passenger, he's just got a head laceration.
Front passenger of this? Okay. Anybody else? There was 3, 4 of you. Where's the other?
There's one on the ground.
Imagine the horror of knowing your life is probably in so much danger and you have to make that split-second decision. Am I going to try and jump out of this car and save myself? Or do I just pray that during this impact I make it? Like, do you know how horrifying that is? You have to make that flight or fight decision right then and there. Am I going to jump out this car and try and survive the impact of me busting my ass? Or am I going to take this impact and pray I survive? That's insane. And look at him. He's standing, he's walking, he's talking. She said he just got a laceration on his forehead. You know how, that's crazy, yo. What would y'all have done? I don't know. That's crazy. You could sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump out the car too. I would have jumped out the car too. But in that split second, like you really gotta think, especially when you're not in, like, you're not in control. Someone's life is in your hands. Dang, bro.
Came down there, but she was sitting right here where that.
White female? White female?
Yeah.
White
Not-
female?
Yeah, white female. Not the one that was in the driver's seat.
Someone else is alive?
Hoodie and jeans.
Someone else is
One of
alive?
them over there. Who was driving, bud?
The female.
The young lady that's in the driver's seat currently. All right, so we have a female outstanding. What was she wearing? Do you know?
She was wearing a hoodie and jeans. It looked like.
Girls over there doing Fast and Furious like that?
No, it's a white female that we're looking for.
You got a hoodie?
Yeah, I've got 2 white females.
Okay, we're good.
One out here, white females.
Oh, okay.
4 individuals had been inside the vehicle: 2 men, Devin Willock and Warren McClendon Jr., and 2 women, Chandler LaCroix and Victoria Bowles. Of the 4, Warren McClendon Jr. was the only one able to stand on his own.
Dang, bruh.
With that information given by Warren McClendon Jr., officers and firefighters at the scene shifted their focus to a single priority: getting the remaining occupants out of the vehicle before time ran out.
I got no pulse. No pulse. No pulse.
No pulse.
Hey, 5 Central, we got 1 subject, unresponsive, no pulse.
So let EMS know the easiest way for him to get to us is to come into the apartment complex where this is at. He was ejected. I need the traffic supervisor now.
I can't, I couldn't be a cop, man. I couldn't be a cop. Shout out to the cops that got to deal with like crazy events like this. Like, that's real strong will. Like, this is crazy.
God damn.
Like, how do you, like, where do you even start? Where do you even start? It's the car is dismantled. Where do you even begin to try and rescue people? Like, where do you start in this?
Unfortunately, one thing was already clear. Devin Willock had been ejected from the vehicle, and the injuries he sustained would ultimately prove fatal. As officers turned their attention to the remaining occupants, they didn't yet realize this crash would claim another life before the night was over.
Yeah, we got one patient in the car, unresponsive, one on the ground.
All I see is bars and metal and
Okay.
just a bunch of crap everywhere. Like, where do you start?
Central advised EMS, 2 patients, female in the driver's seat, unresponsive, no pulse, and 1 ejection. I got 1 more up here in the cab. Need anything inside? Try to peel this damn door over this. All right, good, right there, hold.
Look at all the debris, bro. Look at all this debris on the ground, trees broken and stuff. This is dangerous for the officers too. This is dangerous for officers and EMS too.
Over here on the other side of me. Not that I felt. I think her back's broke the way she slumped down like that.
Oh man, I can't even hear that. That's unfortunate. He said her back might be broken. Oh, dang, bro. That's so tragic. That's tragic.
While one team worked to remove the driver, Chandler LaCroix, the other focused on Victoria Bowles on the rear passenger side.
Oh, she alive!
But as rescue efforts continued, the situation began to deteriorate rapidly. Victoria Bowles appeared to be suffering from severe trauma, disoriented, and unable to recall that she had even been involved in a crash.
You're going this side or that side?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I hope she pulled through, man. That's crazy. Can you imagine?
Huh?
Have we identified her yet? What's your last name?
She's got it.
Oh, no.
What is it? Bowles? B-O-L-E-S? Don't move your neck. 301. Huh? We ain't gotta do all that. When we do need to do the complex. Why? Because you're running continue around to the left, and we're gonna be on the other side.
Oh my gosh.
I want you to stay still. I was not on the right. Stay still. Point in there. I was not on the right. Where were you? It's here the whole time.
What?
I think you promised I was on the right. Wait, that makes me sad. Someone else was new to you.
Oh my gosh, she's talking nonsense. That's so crazy. Like, she's suffering that much trauma. Like, she's talking nonsense right now. And to her, she's probably making like so much sense. Like, that's the sad part. Like, she's probably making like so much sense in her head right now.
No, I think you promised. I was not on the right. Stop moving.
She's repeating herself over and over again.
Chandler. Chandler. What? This is the driver?
Baby girl. Oh, Chandler.
Put it on backboard now. Yeah, we're gonna go up or we're gonna roll.
Y'all can't be speeding, man. Y'all can't be speeding. Y'all can't be racing. It's not worth it. This is not worth it. Why?
No, I think you promised like I wasn't on the right.
Yeah, she's definitely messed up. She keeps repeating herself.
I was not in the right.
Okay.
No, I swear to God.
Wait, I know you wouldn't.
Wait, well then why am I being strapped up?
Because you were in a wreck.
No,
You got a head trauma. You can't remember what happened. You're going to ask this question a bunch of times.
Once medics shifted their focus to Victoria Bowles, all attention turned to the driver, Chandler LaCroix. Officers were able to get her out of the vehicle, but her condition quickly worsened. Her pulse faded, then returned, only to fade again, leaving responders fighting to stabilize someone who was barely clinging to life.
I can't imagine. That's crazy. How do you begin to try and like what is he doing? Is he trying to perform CPR or something? Didn't he say like maybe her neck or back was broken? Like, is that good? That you should be like pressing on someone if they're back, or like should you be doing that?
How's this work? I don't know. You gotta. What's it say? Doesn't? They make it look so easy. How do you get that out?
I got it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
This is crazy.
That's simple. Yeah. No worries.
more. They said they found a pulse on her, so...
Okay.
You good? Go.
Guys, just slide her on. This isn't going anywhere.
All right.
Let's get her strapped in.
Continue CPR compressions, please.
We got one more. Here we go.
So they are doing chest compressions.
With everyone involved in the crash either receiving treatment or on the way to the hospital, officers on scene began questioning potential witnesses. One individual stood out, Warren McClendon Jr., the only person to escape without major injuries. As a result, attention quickly turned to him. One officer approached McClendon Jr. to gather more information, while another canvassed the surrounding area, checking with nearby residents to see if anyone had seen or heard anything before the crash.
Hey, boss.
Hey,
Where were y'all coming from?
downtown, going to Waffle House.
Going to the Waffle House down there?
Hold on, because this is a serious situation and I was about to lose my cool for a second. Y'all lost y'all lives because you wanted to race to Waffle House. Let me say that again. You guys lost your lives because instead of just driving normally, following, you guys crashed tragically because you were racing. You see what I mean by, like, life can just, you can be here and then you cannot be here. Like, we have got to take life more seriously. We are not in a GTA server. We're not going to respond. We're not going to respond, y'all. It's never worth it. It's never that deep to the point where it's worth your life. For real. Like, Waffle House. I just.
Okay. What happened?
To be honest, I don't know. We just came around the corner, and next thing you know, I was looking down at my phone.
Was she moving? Was she flying?
Yes.
I'm assuming
Yes.
there's a white female driving.
Oh,
How fast do you think y'all were going?
I couldn't tell you, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you know the names of the people that were in the car with you?
He knows
Devin, Tori, and,
exactly how fast they were going.
Devin, Tori, and Chandler? Okay. How do you know them?
through football.
You play for the university?
Yes, sir.
Does Devin, who's the other player?
Devin plays. I think the white male that's on the ground.
The white male or black?
I mean, black man, white.
All right. Do me a favor. Sit down.
I don't think he's feeling too right in the head either.
You heard anywhere else?
No, sir.
Did you get ejected out of the car or did you walk out?
I had my seatbelt on. I climbed out the window.
Which seat were you in?
The front passenger.
You were the front passenger.
This one I'm gonna go down, all right?
Okay. What's the young lady's name that was driving?
Chandler. That's all I know. I don't know.
You don't know her last name, buddy? Okay. Whose SUV was that?
I have no clue.
I'm assuming hers, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are in a car with people you don't know like that, in a car you don't know like that, flying to Waffle House. You get what I'm leading at here? You get what I'm saying here? Like how life has to be taken more seriously here? You're in a car with people you don't know, flying to Waffle House. You don't know how fast you were going. You were on your phone. Dude, the speed at which we saw that car going, there's no way you could have focused on your phone that much. There's no way you could have been focused. What? I'm holding on like this, like these. I'm hitting one of these. Word?
When officers spoke with Warren McClendon Jr., he appeared disoriented and claimed he didn't remember what had happened. He repeatedly said he hadn't been paying attention, offering little detail that could explain how the crash occurred. With no clear answers coming from him, another officer expanded the investigation, going to the only family that was present at the time to see if any neighbors had witnessed or heard something that could help reconstruct exactly what happened that night.
That one I think was following them. Right, but
That vehicle? Yeah,
I think that they were following.
and then run that way. That's all.
Yeah, because it was just this vehicle that was involved. So it's going to be a big mess, probably. 4. And they, 4 in the one car, and they are UGA football players, so it's probably going to be a Bad day out here. They're
all your teachers?
no. I believe they were all students. 2 of them are players. And I don't want to tell you guys too much. I apologize, but the one that's over here was a football player. So that's why it's going to take a while to probably get the scene all figured out. So we got the team coming out here. It's just going to be a lot happening for a while. I'm sorry about that, but
Unsurprisingly, the neighbors offered little help. Instead, many of them were asking officers the same question: what had happened? The investigation appeared to be stalling.
Can you imagine you chilling in your crib? You don't even know how much a clap to see. You just hear a
to go on.
big
A teammate from the
crash
football team arrived
outside.
at the scene, trying to piece together what had happened. What officers didn't yet realize was that this individual would soon prove to be far more involved than anyone expected.
So they said dude pulled up and he might be
Sergeant Schulte with the police department.
more involved
Sorry,
than
like this, bud.
just crazy.
All right, so the 2 players that drive that thing were telling me they got a phone call from you telling them the wreck happened. How did you know about the wreck?
I heard it. I came down.
Heard it from where, bud? Where were you at?
Yes, sir. I was close to where them players was.
Down at Icon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You heard this wreck from that far down the road?
Yeah, I was coming. I was actually behind them because
How far behind them were you?
I was like, I don't know.
He just incriminated himself.
Yeah. Put it in yards for me.
Incriminating himself.
Could you see the taillights on their car? Okay. So you are, I'm guessing, following them to Waffle House. So they're ahead of you. Okay. Rough guess. How far ahead do you think? 100 yards, 200 yards, 50 yards?
You don't know. Hold on. You know why the officer is asking him in yards? Tell me the difference. You are a football player. If it's any type of increment of measurement that you should know about, it should be yards. Because that's what the field is based off of. Yards. You're a football player. I don't know. I don't know. That's why the officers asked him, how many yards do you think? Because you're supposed to know. So if we were on the football field and I asked you, how many yards do you think you ran this game? You telling me you can't tell? You telling me you can't come up with an estimate? This is just really frustrating.
See the patrol car with just the parking lamps on and the little blue lights that are staying still? Were you that far behind them or farther than that? You don't.
Nobody know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. This is what I hate, bruh.
So you're close.
Your friends are dead. Your friends are dead.
Okay.
They're dead. They're
How
dead.
fast were y'all going?
I wasn't going fast.
What were you driving? What kind of car is it, buddy? Okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You're not too far behind them. So you see them go through this pops, you go underneath it before this falls down, and you come to a stop on the other side of it.
Yeah, that's when I called them.
Did you call 911 after you called your teammates? All right, so the next question I'm going to ask you, I need you to be honest with me, okay?
Now, we're not too far into this body cam where I completely understand if he saw them crash or not, but you're telling me your friends were involved in probably something you made up, but you didn't immediately call 911? That's what you're telling me? This is what I mean. Everything's a ha-ha, key. Are you serious right now? You're telling me you was just like, oh, willy-nilly, oh, where did they go? I saw them go into a tree. Maybe it's a shortcut. Like that's what popped up in your brain. That's what occurred in your brain. Called your teammates. Are your teammates first responders? Are you kidding me? This is what I mean. You guys gotta take life more seriously. All right, I'm not gonna say he killed his friends, but who knows how long they were really like out there for. Probably not long, because I can imagine that crash was probably really loud and 911 was probably called within like 3 minutes of that crash. But every second counts, for real. When you watch enough of these body cams and you learn more and you learn about like a lot of these true crime stories, you know how many stories there have been where if it was just like 10 more seconds, 1 more minute. Every second counts when it comes to saving someone's life. Not your reputation, not whatever football career you got going on, that doesn't matter. All that goes out the window as soon as you decide to get behind a moving wrecking ball and race that John. All that stuff goes out the window, bro.
Were you guys racing to Waffle House? I was. Because I can tell you right now from looking at the damage to that car, they were moving.
Yeah, they was drawn.
Okay.
That's
What makes you say that?
Because I seen them downtown, but I wouldn't say like I was with them. I was just walking. They was
Okay.
like laughing, you know.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
You know who was driving that one?
I think it was one of the girls.
Okay, how do you know the girls? What do they do?
They part of football. Everybody part of football.
Okay, what do they do for the team?
I don't know what they do for the team.
Oh, okay. I just figured you knew, right? Okay.
The teammate was identified as Jalen Carter, someone who claimed to have witnessed the crash unfold. But when officers questioned him, Carter offered very little detail about what had happened. By that point,
Okay, so you did witness the crash. So you did witness the crash and you still didn't call 911. Oh my gosh. These are the people y'all are calling your friends, y'all. That's all I have to say. Like, these are the people you're calling your friends. Like, these are the people you're calling your friends. These are your friends. These are your day ones. Hey, yo, that's my man. That's my bro. Yeah, that's bro right there. Okay? That's bro.
suspicion had already begun to form. What Jalen didn't know was that officers were already familiar with his driving history. There had been multiple prior traffic stops for speeding, incidents that immediately shaped how his statements were interpreted.
All right. Man, I've stopped a bunch of y'all's football players. I already stopped Darnell Washington, and I just stopped Dylan Fairchild. I just stopped Washington. I stopped yesterday. Fairchild just stopped like a minute ago. He's going 70 right here. I don't need to slow down, dude.
That's why officers asked him directly whether he had been speeding that night. And while his answer offered little clarity, what he did give was a better idea on how the crash played out. He told investigators they had been driving behind the vehicle and noticed it speeding while the occupants appeared intoxicated. As the car approached a curve, it lost control, struck overhead power lines, and was launched across a wooded field before coming to rest just outside a nearby neighborhood parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile,
Dang.
medics rushed Chandler LaCroix toward the hospital, fighting to keep her alive as the ambulance sped through the night. Along the way, there were brief signs of progress. For a moment, it appeared she might survive, but that hope wouldn't last. Because while responders were focused on saving her life, the damage caused by the crash was far more severe than anyone realized.
Look at that! Look at the car!
I'll just get up in the back.
Look at what that crash did to the car. Look at how the crash dismantled that car. What do you think a human body can withstand with that much damage? That's what I need, like, that dude, the Jalen Carter dude, to understand. Like, screw your football career, screw getting expelled, going to jail. It's what's right. You saw, you heard the damage of that crash. What do you think that's doing to a human body in a second? Every second you debate calling the cops or calling someone to help, that person is suffering.
Yeah. When you can, we're gonna cut that too. Excuse me, when we cut.
1, 2,
3. Go ahead. Go ahead and shut that door. Hello.
Hi.
We are coming to you with the Jane Doe, young 20s, significant MVC with a DOA in the same vehicle. She was the driver. She was restrained. She had to be extricated. She's been unresponsive the whole time. 302 says they felt a faint pulse when they were getting her out. By the time we got there, she was pulseless apnea. She's an asymptomatic the entire time with us. Significant blood in the oral cavity, significant blood in the left forehead.
I can't imagine the chaos.
Despite every effort by medics, Chandler LaCroix could not be saved. The injuries she sustained in the crash were fatal, and she was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Over the next few weeks, investigators began working backwards from the crash. They interviewed multiple members of the football program, not because everyone was suspected, but because the truth of that night didn't live at the crash site. It lived in the minutes leading up to it.
Right.
Piece by piece, officers tried to reconstruct who was driving with who, where each vehicle had been, and what the group had been doing before the impact. They weren't just looking for a timeline, they were looking for consistency. Because if this had truly been a tragic accident, the stories should have lined up.
Right.
But if the accounts didn't match, if key details were missing, then it meant the crash might not have been the full story. And as investigators closed in on those unanswered minutes, one question began to matter more than any other. Was this simply a fatal accident, or had something far more reckless led to it?
Don't you fucking move.
Hey, fucking prick, you can't say shit to me. In the car! Fucking shut the fuck up.
Now, imagine seeing so much more. Well, that's why we went all out and
Bruh,
decided to
oh my
create
gosh.
channels in every niche, which
Yo,
are still based on
this-
true crime for you to enjoy.
Go support the channel though, y'all.
With few answers to work from, officers began pursuing new leads, hoping someone could help untangle what had really happened.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Officer Trotter with Adams County Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I was giving you another call back. We spoke the first time during our interview, and you said that you might be able to get the name of the female that you were with that night.
All right.
Do you remember at all?
No, I still don't have the name, but I have her number if you want it back.
Okay. What's her telephone number? Do you remember like a first name at all, or what you called her at the time, or?
No, sir.
Okay. All right.
Just useless. Like, you're just useless. Like, what are you good for? You're just useless. You don't know how far you were traveling back behind them. Okay, you don't know the name of the people who you were with. You don't know what your friends were doing before y'all started racing to Waffle House. You don't know if they were drinking or if they weren't. You don't know. You just don't know nothing. What do you know? Because it can't be football. You can't name the yards. You can't name no yards. You don't know nothing about it. It can't be football. What are you good for? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm getting ink. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I'll give her a phone call. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
The next move for investigators was strategic. They needed to determine whether Jalen had anyone who could corroborate his account, someone who could confirm he wasn't directly involved in what led up to the crash. That question mattered, especially given Jalen's known history with speeding, which had already placed him under early suspicion. Adding to that concern was a detail Jalen had mentioned days earlier. He claimed there had been a woman in his car the night of the crash. With that information in hand, investigators moved quickly. Before stories could change or memories could fade, officers set out to find her, knowing her account could either reinforce Jalen's version of events or unravel it entirely.
Hey, Miss Pierce.
Yes.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Officer Trotter with Adams County Police Department. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, so I was calling in reference to the UGA collision that occurred on January 15th. All right. Were you in the vehicle with Jalen Carter during that time?
Yes, I was in the vehicle.
Okay. Is there any chance that you would be able to come by and speak with us?
In person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The only thing is, I am having car troubles right now. So I don't have a car right now.
Where are you at currently?
My car's in the shop.
I got you. Where are you at currently?
I live at the retreat. Well, I go to UGA, but I live at the retreat.
Okay.
In Athens. Yeah.
Are you at the retreat currently? Okay. If I come out there, will you have a conversation? You okay with that?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
So if Shorty was in the car, where did she skedaddle off to? Never mind. I'm gonna just let the video play. I'm just saying, where did she skedaddle off to? Me personally, I can't see some stuff like that happen and then go home. What do you call that? What do you call people that can like see a traumatic event unfold and then just be like, well, I have to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you call that?
Once investigators arranged a time to meet, they wasted no time. An officer headed straight to her apartment complex, knowing her account could change the course of the investigation.
Hey, good afternoon. Do you want to step inside and give you some?
My roommates are here, so I don't know if I should.
Okay. It just depends on you whether you want the privacy or not. I'm fine with standing outside if you are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, pretty much all I'm asking about is the collision that occurred on the morning of January 15th. How your name came up is you were added as a witness into the call. Do you remember speaking to anyone on scene while you were there?
No, I was in the car.
Okay. I'm just wondering how.
Oh, she was in the car the entire time.
Essentially got put in our call. So you didn't speak with anybody or anything?
I made the initial call. So I was in the car, but I made the first call.
Okay, so you're the one that called in.
Okay. I take back what I said. She's the one that called 911. It was just the way she said it. It was like she, you know what I'm saying? It was like she dipped. Initially when it happened, it was like, I'm like, so where were you at? Okay, cool. She called 911. All right,
that makes sense. So you meet up downtown, and then what happens after that?
That's when we were going to Waffle House. And then, I'm going to be honest, I don't pretty much remember much from that night because it's been over a month and I was under the influence.
Okay.
But I do remember we were going to Waffle House that night. But I just know I wasn't with him that whole night. It was just only when I was leaving with him a little bit. I just remember, we were, behind, but, as far as I remember, is she didn't, make the turn. I'm not sure, what exactly happened, but that's what I remember seeing.
Okay.
And that's, pretty much as, much as I can remember from that night. Not saw that she had a pole, but, I seen stuff it was coming down in the street. So then when I called, that's when I called that someone hit a pole.
Okay. During those 10 to 20 times, did you ever drive? Was it the same vehicle every time?
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part.
And would you ever drive, or it was his vehicle?
It was his.
Okay. So this black Jeep Cherokee is his car.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in it before. You've been in it 10 to 20 times,
Mm-hmm.
and it's his vehicle. It's one that he always drives.
Yeah, that's his car. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen anybody else driving?
No.
Okay.
What Pierce doesn't realize is that every question she's answering is quietly narrowing the scope of the investigation. It's an investigative interview, a controlled conversation designed to do one of two things: clear her entirely or place her closer to the truth of what happened. That's why the officer's demeanor subtly shifts as the questions change. The focus moves to the car, who usually drives it, whether she's ever driven it herself, and when the roles may have changed. They're used to quietly eliminate possibilities, rule people out, and determine who can and can't be tied to the events of that night. And by the time the interview ends, the officer will know whether Pierce walks away completely or whether her answers have pulled her deeper into the case.
Did he talk about the Regadol on the way home?
This is tragic, y'all.
Like that, or what was?
I really don't want to get into that, of what what he said. 'Cause I feel like that's just something you probably should ask him.
Okay.
But, of course, when something like that happens, I feel like that's something you would feel, because that would be traumatic, at least for me.
Right, I understand. I'm just trying to get the full picture of what all was going on at the time of when it occurred.
With Pierce cleared, investigators moved on,
everyone's trying to be
behind as another bystander caught up in a night that spiraled out of control.
I understand trying to cover for your friends and wanting to do your own thing, but I really hope everyone's being as honest as possible as they can be in this. People lost their lives. People lost their kids. You get what I'm saying? People lost their kids, siblings, nieces, grandkids, in this situation. I understand wanting to cover people. I really just hope everyone's being as honest as possible.
Investigators began bringing in every team member who had been there that night, comparing stories and searching for the first crack in the timeline. Investigators began with Dumas Johnson, the first to be called into the station to give his account of that night. Yet officers would soon grow suspicion.
All right, so I just want to clarify a couple things in that. You said Jalen called you, you were headed out of downtown, and Jalen called you at some point between there when you left Toppers and when you got to Icon.
Yeah.
Where were you at on the road when y'all had that phone call conversation about going to Waffle House? Can you remember?
He was trying to call me, but that road right before you turn, that Barnell Charles Road, we had the light right there. So you turn on that road and you got that street. We was at that light right there.
The light right after you go into the 10 loop on Lexington Road?
So we see each other right there and we debating on that. Do we want to go to Waffle House? So that's why I put in my house, because I'm still debating if I want to go there or not. But then when we get to my crib, we get the call saying they crashed. Come down. That's when we flew out of Icon, trying to get there.
So you were sitting. Y'all don't technically like call each other on the phone. You just roll your window down.
Yeah, at the light. That's like
at the
where y'all going. We're going to Waffle House. That's the conversation we had.
Okay. So you knew who all these people were.
Yeah.
Had you seen them downtown prior to
that accident?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw them at night.
Okay. Where'd you see them at?
Toppers.
Okay. So you and I'm guessing Smile was in Toppers with that group?
Yeah.
Because the story that I'm receiving is that everybody essentially was in Toppers right before they closed down.
Yeah.
Okay. You come out of Icon, you take a right, you travel up to the wreck scene. What do you see?
Shoot, it was just dark. Cause they hit the light pole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really dark at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't see nothing. At this point, I'm trying to slow down because I don't see nothing. It's real dark at the scene at this time. I don't see nothing, so I'm not trying to go fast.
Okay.
But I end up hitting the wire as I'm driving down. So kind of like trying to find them, but shit, it's too dark. I don't see nobody.
Okay. I'm not asking did you see the wreck. I'm asking when you're sitting at the light having a conversation with Jalen right here where y'all stopped at that red light right there, Lexington Road prior to Barnett Shoals.
Wait, so like all the football players and like everything popped up before the cops did? Like that's kind of what I'm getting. Like they showed up before anybody got to call police or anybody got to call like whatever. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused as far as that goes. Like did they like well, no, I guess Pierce, she said she claims allegedly called 911 when the crash initially happened. I don't know. I hope they wrap this up for this to really clarify that part.
Did you see the expedition in your rearview mirror or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was there anybody in the car with Jalen?
Yeah, it was a female, but I don't know. I never saw her. I just saw like I seen her, but I wasn't able to see her as if like you want a description of her because she was in the car.
As the investigation continued, officers spoke with multiple people who had been present that night. Some accounts claimed that Jalen Carter had been driving at high speeds. Others went further, alleging that he had been racing another vehicle in the moments leading up to the crash. Notably, those claims did not come from his teammates, none of whom reported witnessing Carter racing that night. Instead, the allegations came from other individuals who were nearby, including people who said they had seen Carter's vehicle speeding through the area earlier that evening. By that point, investigators weren't focused on a single statement. They were comparing who said what, when, and from where, trying to determine which accounts aligned with the physical evidence and which didn't. Eventually, investigators reached a conclusion based on witness statements, crash reconstruction, and vehicle data. Police determined that Jalen Carter had been driving in a manner consistent with racing the vehicle that ultimately crashed. Investigators' estimated speeds reached up to 109 miles per hour on a road with a posted speed limit of 45. That race ended in tragedy, claiming the lives of Chandler LaCroix and Devin Willick. Jalen Carter maintained that he wasn't racing and wasn't speeding, but investigators weren't weighing explanations. They were weighing evidence. On March 1st, 2023, arrest warrants were issued, and Carter turned himself in later that same day. He was charged with misdemeanor reckless driving and misdemeanor racing. Jalen Carter later pleaded no contest to both charges. He was sentenced to 12 months of probation, ordered to pay a $1,000 fine, complete community service, and attend a defensive driving course.
I don't know, man. Is that enough, y'all? I mean, I guess he wasn't in the car that initially caused the crash, but like, I still feel like that's a lot. That's crazy, bruh. We never got a conclusion what happened to the other girl, Victoria, that was in the car. Hey, man, I hope she made it out good alive. RP to those two victims that the crash did claim. Is crazy. Please, y'all, stay safe out there. Drive like your life depends on it, because it really actually does. If you guys want to see me do more body cams, on this channel, let me know. I'm really open to reacting to anything. If you couldn't tell, whether that be music, TV shows, stuff like this. So yeah, just let me know your suggestions in the comments down below. I'm here to cater to you guys just as much as, you know, here to cater for myself. So yeah, with that being said, my name is Leah Irema, and I will see you guys in the next video.